Hello, everybody. Welcome to game number 59 in the Washington Nationals replay. This is the third and final game of the three-game series here at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. It also concludes the road trip. This game is played June the 2nd on a Sunday afternoon. Monday, June 3rd is an off day for the Nationals as they travel home. And on June 3rd and 4th, they will be hosting the Chicago White Sox in the first interleague action for the Nationals. Nationals looking to take 2 out of 3 from the Reds. They won the first game in a blowout and lost this last game in a blowout. If you look at the updated standings after their loss, the Washington Nationals now dropped into a first-place tie with the Mets at 32 and 26. Atlanta's 1 game back at 31 and 27. Philadelphia's 5 games back at 27 and 31. And Miami bringing up the rear, of course. Let's look at the starting pitchers for today's game. For the Reds, it'll be Sonny Gray. And for the Nationals, it will be Max Scherzer. So we'll look at the numbers on Sonny Gray and also look at the starting lineups for the Nationals and defensively for the Reds. Sonny Gray, this will be his 12th start. He started 11 starts. He's 5-2 with 2.39 ERA. 75 to 30 innings pitched, 56 hits, 21 runs, 20 earned, 20 walks, and 85 strikeouts. For the Nationals, Trey Turner leads off at short. Gerardo Parra in right, giving Adam Eaton the day off. Rendon's at third, Soto's in left, Adams at first, Suzuki catching, Dozier at second, Robles in center, and Scherzer on the mound. Defensively for the Reds, Jesse Winker in left, Nick Senzel's in center, and Yasiel Puig is in right. Interesting third base call. They're giving Eugenio Suarez the day off, and Josh Van Meter is playing the third base for the Reds. Jose Iglesias at shortstop, Derek Dietrich at second, Joey Votto at first base, and Tucker Barnhart behind the plate, catching the offerings of Sonny Gray. All right, and we'll do the Reds lineup and the numbers on Scherzer in the bottom of the first. Right now, Sonny Gray finishing up the warm-up tosses, and Trey Turner about to step to the plate. I've ditched the computer for this game. It's been distracting me trying to do this. Trying to multitask like this, I've been getting messed up sometimes, so try to streamline things. I'm just going to play it straight up without the computer, so I won't have any updated stats for the bench and bullpens like I normally do because I'm trying to just get through this and not have any mix-ups or whatever. So, and I did remember to bring this chart this time, so hopefully I didn't forget anything. I'm looking around. I can't think of anything I could have possibly forgotten. Everything looks like it's where it should be. So we are ready to go. Trey Turner leading off, hitting .250, 3 homers and 11 driven in. Sonny Gray, 2-4, and that's a walk plus chance, and he will certainly walk Trey Turner. Not a good sign if you're the Reds, because Trey Turner definitely capable of stealing some bases. Stole 35 on the season. His attempt rating's a 6, +1 from Sonny Gray is a 7. But he cannot get the jump. Now, there is a 19 there saying Gerardo Parra could bunt if he wants. It's only 2 bunters, so I'm going to call off the bunt rating, and we'll just let Parra swing away. Parra is hitting .289, 3 homers and 10 driven in. 2-1. That's a home run question mark for Sonny Gray. That's a 2, so it passes that check. Parra against right-handers, 1 to 8's a home run. This is 8 or less. It's a 2-run homer. If it's 9 or higher, Parra will get to swing on the next roll. It is gone. Gerardo Parra, the baby shark. A 2-run shot off of Sonny Gray. Home run number 4. RBIs 11 and 12. And just like that, it's 2-0 Nationals. And I hope this is not going to be another blowout game. I kind of want a close game here. Maybe both teams will score a lot of runs. I don't know. It's a great pitching matchup. You would think you'd have a pitching duel going on, but stranger things have happened. Here's Anthony Rendon hitting .290, 10 homers and 29 driven in. 2-3, and that's a automatic out for Sonny Gray. Let's see what the out is. It is a fly to right, 1 away. So 1 down, and that brings up Juan Soto, left fielder. He's continuing to struggle. He's down to .266. 13 homers, 39 driven in. 4-1, and Gray's not tired, so it's a blank. Soto, 6-1, he flies to left. That's out number 2. And that'll send us to the first baseman, Matt Adams. He checks in hitting .263, 8 homers and 18 driven in. 2-3 is an automatic star line again. So automatic out again for Sonny Gray. Found it twice. And that's going to be a ground ball to short this time to end the inning. But 2 runs on just the one hit, which is the homer by Parra. No errors and nobody left at the end of 1/2 of an inning here at Great American Ballpark on a Sunday afternoon, June the 2nd. It is Washington 2 and Cincinnati coming to bat. Let's look at the numbers on Max Scherzer, and then we'll get to the Reds lineup. Max Scherzer on the replay has had 12 starts. He's 7-4 with a 2.10 ERA, 85 2/3 innings pitched, 67 hits, 21 runs, 20 of them earned, 19 walks, and 120 strikeouts. So in 85 2/3 innings, he struck out 120 already. Quite impressive. He's only 7-4, and that's because A, the defense has been a little shaky for him sometimes, and B, the run support has not always been there. All right, let's look at the starting lineups for the Reds. Nick Senzel leads off in center field. Joey Votto's at first. Derek Dietrich's at second. Jesse Winker bats cleanup in left. Yasiel Puig bats fifth and plays right field. Josh Van Meter's at sixth place hitter playing third base. Jose Iglesias is short batting seventh. Tucker Barnhart, the eighth place hitter, is catching, and Sonny Gray batting ninth. Defensively for the Nationals, in the outfield, Soto, Robles, and Parra. In the infield, Rendon, Turner, Dozier, and Adams. Suzuki catching Max Scherzer. All right, so Nick Senzel steps in against Max Scherzer. Senzel enters the ball game, .252, 2 homers and 8 driven in. Scherzer 1-6 is a range play right off the bat. There's Senzel. 1-3, it's a double to center field, but it's a range check. Robles is a 3. 1-3, he takes the double away. He cannot, so it's going to stay a double. So Senzel finds a little gap there and hits a double. And Mad Max is not too happy about that. He's not going to try to go anywhere, so there won't be any strategy rolls. Here's Joey Votto. He's struggling, .224, 4 homers, 15 driven in. Scherzer 4-4. That's a potential wild pitch, but he has no wild pitch, and his pass ball only goes to 2, so the 8 is too high. It's just going to be a ball as Suzuki blocks it. Scherzer again, 6-2 is the ballpark card. We're going to Great American Ballpark for Joey Votto. And we get a 6-2. That's a ground. Oh, well, he just missed a chance for some home runs here. But G3 on a 6-2, and that would have been a home run because he had a 6 versus an 8 here. So he missed the home runs, but it's a G3, and that's a possible double play. I'm sorry, it's not a double play. The runs with second. That's going to move Senzel to third base as Adams will take it to the bag himself for the out. So Joey Votto advances the runner. Pretty much does his job. When you get a guy at second and nobody out, and you're number 2 hitter, your number 1 priority is to make sure, if nothing else, that runner gets to third base. So he's at third with only 1 out, and the Nationals will play back. They will give up the run to get the out. Dietrich is up 195, 7 homers, and 17 driven in. And now Dave Martinez has made a change. He has motioned the infield to come in. He says, we're not giving up a cheap run. We're going to cut this run off. Senzel runs at a 3, but with the infield in, he drops to a 1, so that would hold him there. But you got to be careful about the range plays. So here is Scherzer with the strategy roll, first of all. Nothing happening. Here's Dietrich. Scherzer to Dietrich. 5-4, and that's a strikeout plus. You don't need any infield ends when you strike them out. So Scherzer, a big strikeout. And now the infield can go back to normal for Jesse Winker. Winker hitting .226, 6 homers, and 20 driven in. Strategy roll, nothing happening. Scherzer to Winker. 2-4, and that's a double question mark. Against a lefty, 1-3 is a single, but that's a 5, so it's a blank. We go to Jesse Winker. It'll be his opportunity. 3-3, and he flies to center field. And that's going to end the inning. And just as an editorial note, I did make an adjustment to the Jesse Winker card. As you notice, Jesse Winker has no splits. His card is cookie cutter all the way. He hit 16 home runs, but not a single one was against lefties. So I changed this home run 10 down to a 0. So he cannot hit home runs against lefty. I didn't take the time to mess around with any other thing on there, but just 338 bats, you think he'd be rated for splits, but he's not rated. Just Like I said, my only nitpick in this game is that if it'd be 100%, almost 99.9% perfect without that. But I mean, it's fun nonetheless. But just one of those things where you just want something to be 100% and just can't get there. All right, enough of that soapbox. All right, so Winker flies to center to end the inning. For the Reds, no runs a hit, no errors, a man left. We go to the top of the second. Nationals still lead at 2-0. And it will be Kurt Suzuki to lead off against Sonny Gray. Suzuki is hitting .327, 4 homers and 19 driven in. 3-2, and that's a strikeout chance. 13 is too high, so Suzuki will swing. 6-6 flies to center, one away. And here's Brian Dozier. He's hitting .281, 7 homers and 20 driven in. 6-1 from Gray is a range play on Dozier's card. Dozier a 3-3, star 6. Fly to right, so we're checking the range of Yasiel Puig. He is a 3. And he gets to it, not a problem. Yasiel Puig puts it away. 2 down, and that brings up Victor Robles, hitting .207, 4 homers, 25 driven in. 5-4, that's an error on a ground ball, possibly. Robles, 3-5, and he lines it to short, so there is no ground ball to have an error on. That's just a grounder to short to end the inning. 1, 2, 3 up and 3 down. We go to the bottom of the second. Still 2-0. Still 2-0 in favor of the Nationals. And Mad Max comes back out. See what he can do. He'll be facing Yasiel Puig, the leadoff man. Puig hitting .254, no homers. I'm sorry, 10 homers and 31 driven in. He'd be upset if I said he had no home runs. He has 10 so far. 4-6 from Scherzer, possible error. Go to Puig, 4-5, and that's a fly to left. That's a 16, and Soto's only a 1, so no error there at all. 1 away for Josh Van Meter, and he's played multiple positions, and today he's playing second base. And he's hitting .190 on the season, a homer and 4 RBI in limited duty. 5-1, and that's a walk plus versus a left-handed batter, and that will be a walk. So Van Meter draws the walk. He's going to attempt a 4. He didn't get a jump. It's a hit-and-run chance if they want to try it, and they will with Iglesias, although with Mad Max, that's dangerous. Plenty strikeout pluses on his card. But I think they want to get something going. They're gonna try the hit and run. They gotta get something started here. 1-1 is a possible error on a ground ball. Iglesias 4-6. That's a single past third. There is no error because it's a 19. It's way too high. It's an S5, but with the hit and run, the run rating of the base runner on first base is increased. Let's see here, by 2. So Van Meter normally runs at a 3. He now runs at a 5, and to get from first to third on an S5, well, you have to have a 6. So he still can't get there. Boy, even the hit and run didn't help him on that one. But it could have, possibly kept him out of a double play, perhaps. You never know. So runners are on the first and second with 1 out for Tucker Barnhart. Barnhart hitting .216, 3 homers and 12 driven in. Scherzer 2-2, strikeout chance, but 19 is too much. Barnhart 3-4, and against a right-hander, that's a double to center field. A double by Barnhart. This could tie the game. See how it plays out. Van Meter's going to score from second easily. Iglesias runs at a 4. The double to center, score from first. You add 1 to make it a 5. Robles is a -1, makes it a 4. So a 1-4, and he will be successfully scored. And he does. So 2-run double for Tucker Barnhart has tied the score. 2-2 here in the bottom of the second. Mad Max knew he hung one there, and Barnhart didn't miss it. Here's Sonny Gray, the pitcher. He's hitting on the replay. He's hitting .200, 4 for 20. He was a .152 hitter in the actual season. Runner at second already with 1 out, so there's no sense in bunting. Might as well let him swing. Scherzer 5-5. That's a ballpark card going to Great American Ballpark. 3-4. And that's a home run to center field, but he has no home run power, so it will just be a fly out to center for out number 2. And Barnhart unable to get to third on that because his run rating is only a 1. There's no way he can make it. So, and Robles is a -1. That would make him a 0 right off the bat. So he can't advance. 2 down now, and that brings up Nick Senzel. 6-1, and it's a blank versus a right-hander. Go to Senzel, 3-3, and he's going to single past third, and that will get the run home. The Reds take a 3-2 lead. So a 2-run lead in the first inning was not enough for Mad Max in this day, as he's having a rough outing. And this Sunday afternoon is being rough on Max. That's a base hit. Senzel attempt a 4, but he can't get the jump, so he will stand pat. And that will bring up first baseman Joey Votto. Votto is first time up, grounded to first base. Scherzer, 3-2. That's a possible hit by pitch, but 20 is too much. Go to Votto. 6-2, pops it to first, and the inning's over. But a profitable one for the Reds. They pick up 3 runs here in the bottom of the second and take a 3-2 lead. For the Reds, 3 runs on 3 hits. No errors and a man left. We go to the, that's a terrible looking 3. Let me see if I can fix that. Can't even read that myself. I know you guys can't read it, so let's fix this here. That is a 3 spot. 3-2 Reds. Still didn't do much better with it, but that's all right. I'll have to live with it. My penmanship is not my strong point, obviously. All right, so we go to the third. Sonny Gray now has been entrusted with a 3-2 lead. And Max Scherzer, the batter, will lead off for the Nationals. Scherzer, on the replay, is hitting .313, 10 for 32. So he's done very well. He's been used as a pinch hitter a few times, actually, when they ran out of position players. Gray, 3-6. That's a range play. We go to Scherzer's card for a range check. 5-1 is a star 4, and that is a ground ball to third. But it's a range check of Van Meter. Remember, he's not the normal third baseman. So this has to be a 2 or less, or it gets by him for a hit. And it does get by him for a hit. It's a double. It is not. Single for Max Scherzer. How about that? His average continues to climb. And he's got an attempt of 4. Attempt of 4 plus 1 is a 5. Nope, can't do it. Is there a potential bunt here from Trey Turner? That's possible. We may do a bunt with Trey Turner. In fact, I think we will. Trey Turner is going to bunt, or at least attempt to bunt, but first Sonny Gray is going to pitch. See if there's a strikeout or anything. We get a 6-5 strikeout chance, but that's too high. So Turner will lay down the bunt, which is 1D6 and 1D20. He's a 4 bunter. They're playing at the corner, so he turns to a 3 bunter. 3 bunter and a 2. A 3 bunter and a 2 is definitely a good bunt. The 4 means it went to the first baseman, Votto. So Votto will just tag out Turner unassisted for the 3 sacrifice. Scherzer will go to second base. He's in scoring position, and he runs. Well, he's a BR of 1, but still he's in scoring position for Gerardo Parra, the baby shark, who homered his last time up. Roll for a strategy for that balk, and there is no balk there. So Gray to Parra. 1-4, strikeout chance, 17 is too much. We go to Parra. 5-3 is a star 5, which is a fly to center. That's 2 down. Mad Max cannot go anywhere. 2 down, and it's up to Anthony Rendon. Again, rolling for potential balk, not happening. Rendon, well, Gray first, 1-6 strikeout chance. 10 is too high. We go to Rendon. 3-2, and it's a ground ball to Votto, and that's going to end the inning. So the sacrifice strategy did not end up paying dividends. No runs, a hit, no errors, and a man left. We go to the bottom of the third. It's Cincinnati 3, Washington 2. And for the Reds, it'll be Dietrich, Winker, and Puig due up against Max Scherzer. Dietrich struck out his first chance. 2-2, might strike out again, and he did. So Dietrich is down on strikes. 1 down for Jesse Winker. 1-5, and that's a straight-up home run chance for a left-handed hitter. He hits home runs at a 10. That's a 9. It is gone. Jesse Winker. Home run, Jesse Winker. It is out of there. Jesse Winker had 16 home runs. They were all against right-handers, and he just hit one right there. His 7th of the season, 21st RBI. So Jesse Winker gives the Reds, extends the lead to 4-2. And here's Puig. 1-6 range play. We go to Puig's card. 5-6. It's a liner right to Mad Max. His range is a 3. So he needs a 3 or less to get to this and knock it down and catch it. And he does. So Mad Max makes the line drive catch. 2 down for Van Meter. 5-5's the ballpark card going to Great American Ballpark. 2-4, it's grounder to first. Adams puts it away, innings over, but the Reds get another run on the home run from Jesse Winker. A run, a hit, no errors, and nobody left. We go to the 4th, it's 4-2 Cincinnati. Here from Great American Ballpark on Getaway Day. Sunday afternoon, June the 2nd, 2019. All right. Of course, today that I'm recording this, I think is like May 17th. I don't know when I'm going to put it, when I'm going to upload it. I'm recording a lot of games ahead of time and just uploading them every few days. So I think today is May 17th, if I'm not mistaken. All right, so let's see. Or is it May 18th? No, I don't remember. I think it's May 17th. It's Monday, May 17th, I think is what it is. I lose track of days sometimes. I know it's a Monday, but sometimes on the calendar days, I lose track of days. Here's Juan Soto. 5-2, that's the ballpark card. On the Great American Park. 6-6, that's a home run to the center field. He's a 15, but that's a 19, so it's just going to be a long fly to center. And Soto continues to get bad luck. Almost a home run, but not quite. As Senzel hauls it in at the track. Here's Matt Adams. 4-3, that's a strikeout chance, and 7 will put him away. 2 down. Sonny Gray, since that first inning, getting with the home run to Parra, he has settled down quite nicely. Here's Suzuki. That's a leaner, so we're going to re-roll that. Sonny Gray, 4-1. He's not tired, so go to Suzuki. 3-6, star 2. That is a ground ball to first. Votto steps on the bag, inning over. Another 1-2-3 for Sonny Gray. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Still 4-2 Cincinnati. Nationals need to win to assure being still in first place because you don't know what the Mets are going to do. The Mets could lose. If the Mets lose and Nationals lose, then Atlanta wins. They'll be probably a 3-way tie for first. So who knows? It can be jockeying back and forth all season long. Here's Iglesias. 1-2 strikeout chance. Got him. Not that many strikeouts for Mad Max. That is only strikeout number 3. He usually gets that in the first inning or so. Here's Barnhart. Got a big double his first time. 4-6. Possible error. Go to Barnhart. 2-4. Ground ball to short. He's a 7. And this is a 6. So Trey Turner boots it. Error on Trey Turner. As that ball just ate him up on the ground ball, and Barnhart will reach safely. That'll bring up Sonny Gray with 1 out and a runner at second. He's a good chance to bunt. So I believe they will do that. They will call for the bunt. First Scherzer will pitch. 5-2. Nothing going on there. So Sonny Gray will bunt. He's a 4. He becomes a 3. See what happens with that. A 1 is definitely a good bunt. 3 and a 1. And a 6 is the catcher. So in that case, Suzuki pounces out of there and throws to Dozier covering first. Goes 2-4. Barnhart now at second base with 2 down. And that'll bring up Nick Senzel. He's doubled and singled. Scherzer has to be careful. 2-4. Double question mark. 1-2 is a single, but that's a 5, so Senzel will get the swing. 5-3, and he flies to right field to end the inning. So that time Scherzer gets out of it. No runs, no hits, 1 error, and 1 left. We go to the 5th, 4-2 Cincinnati. It'll be the bottom third of the order. Dozier, Robles, and Scherzer due up against Sonny Gray. Sonny Gray doesn't have that much of it. Well, he's got 23 batters faced, so it's not too bad. It's about 2.5 times through the order. Here's Dozier. 1-6, strikeout chance. 19 is too much. Dozier, 4-1. He's going to single to left field. So Dozier starts out with a base hit. His attempt is a 1, plus 1 from Gray is a 2. But nothing's happening, so Dozier stays put. Here's Victor Robles. 1-2, strikeout chance. 19 is too much. Robles, 2-1, and that's a ground ball to second. Could be a double play. He's a 1. They were halfway, makes him a 2. The pivot at short is 0, so it stays a 2, and Gray adds nothing. So a 1-2 for a double play. Nope, it's a 4, and the 4 is better than Dozier, so it will be a 4-6 fielder's choice. And Robles is the new runner at first. He's got an attempt of 6. See if he can get a jump. He does not, so Robles will stand pat. Here's Scherzer, and with 1 out already, they're just going to let him swing away. No bunt. 1-4, strikeout chance, got him. 2 down. And they'll turn over to Trey Turner. Roll for the balk chance. Nothing happening. Gray to Turner. 4-1. He's not tired, so it's no single. Go to Turner. 2-6. Star 4 is a ground ball to third. Van Meter makes the play. Innings over. No runs, a hit, no errors, and a man left. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Still 4-2 Cincinnati. Nationals got 2 in the first off Gray and haven't touched him since. That'll bring up Joey Votto to lead things off. He's 0 for 2. Matt Adams has retired him twice, once on a ground out, once on a pop out. 6-2, that's the ballpark card going to Great American Ballpark. 5-3 is a star 2. That is a ground ball to second. Dozier is there, 1 away. Brings up Derek Dietrich. He is 0 for 2. He struck out twice. 2-2 is a strikeout chance, but 17's too much. Dietrich to swing. 2-5. Star 1 is a ground fly to center. 2 down. That'll bring up Jesse Winker, who had that solo shot last time up. 5-1's a walk plus. So Winker draws the 2-out base on balls. He has no attempt, so he will not get a chance to steal. And that'll bring up Puig. 5-5 is the ballpark card going back to Great American Ballpark. 3-3, and that's a grounder in front of the plate, and Suzuki will throw to first to end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and a man left. We go to the 6th. Cincinnati 4, Washington 2, so at least we got a close game. Not like the first 2 in the series, which were over by about the 3rd inning. At least this has a little bit more drama to it, if you want to call it that, in a 4-2 game. Top of the 6th. Check out Sonny Gray. He has faced 19 batters. He can face 23. So he's going to be on fatigue alert near the end of this inning. Here's Parra. 3-1, ball 1. 4-4, that is a strikeout chance. He's not tired yet. Will be a strikeout chance. He's a 9, plus the 1 is a 10, but that's an 11. So Parra avoids the strikeout and will swing. 4-5, and that is a star 6, which ends up being a fly to right. 1 down for Anthony Rendon. He's 0 for 2. 5-1's a hit by pitch. He's a 14, and that will be a plunk job as Rendon reaches on the hit by pitch. He's got an attempt of 1, plus the 1 from Gray. So a 3 would produce a hit and run, but I don't think you want to do that with Soto. They're going to shoot the hit and run and just let Soto see what he can do. 1-5, strikeout chance. Well, he can strike out. That's what he can do. Probably a good thing he didn't do the hit and run now, because then it would have been a stolen base chance for Rendon. You never know what would have happened. All right, here is Adams. Nothing on the strategy. Oh, I'm sorry, it's a 1. So Rendon does get to steal, because his attempt was a 1, plus 1 from Gray is a 2. So we'll bring Rendon back. He does get to steal. His attempt, or his stolen base, is a 17. Minus 1 from Gray is a 16. Plus 1 from Barnhart keeps it a 17. 1 to 17, he steals it. And he's in there. It's possible throwing error. on Barnhart. His throwing error is a 4. No throwing error. It was hauled in out there by Iglesias to keep it from going over his head. But it will be a stolen base for Rendon. You don't get that very often, but he did steal it there. Gets himself in the scoring position. Matt Adams still at the plate. Strategy roll for a balk. Nothing happening. So, Gray to Adams. 2-4. That's a walk plus. Let's see. He walks at a 7. The plus is a 17, so that's a good walk. Runners at first and second with 2 down. And that takes us to Kurt Suzuki. And now Sonny Gray has faced 23 batters. So he is now fatigued. So if he hits a fatigue roll, he will have to be removed from the game. Gray to Suzuki, 6-1 range play to Suzuki's card. 3-5, and that's a star 4, which is a ground ball to third. It's a range check, and Van Meter's only a 2. And he can't get it. Is it a single or a double? It's a single. Single past third base. Rendon doesn't, I don't think he's going to be able to score, though, not even with 2 outs, because he doesn't run very well. Runs as a 3, 2 outs makes him a 4, but to score from third on an S5, you got to have a 5. I'm sorry, you got to have a 3 to score from second, not from third. You got to have a 3 to score from second. So, I'm sorry, you got to have a 5 to score from second because it's an S5. And he comes up 1 short. He's a 3, and 2 outs makes him a 4. But he's not going to be able to score. It's going to be a single that's going to get knocked down and kept where they keep everybody at a 1 base advancement. So the bases are now loaded for Brian Dozier. Again, Gray is tired. Do you pull Gray for a bullpen pitcher, or do you try to let him get out of the inning? That's the question. They do have right-hander. They do have right-hander. Who is the right-hander they have down there? Matt Bowman ready if needed. Also have a lefty down there as well, Zach Duke. Double barrel action. They're both loosening and almost ready. I think they're going to let Gray try to pitch his way out of it. The way he's pitched the first 5 innings, I guess he's kind of earned it a little bit. So he's going to get a chance. Make sure there's no balk. There's not. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Gray to Dozier. 6-2, blank to a righty. Go to Dozier. 3-6, and he gets out of it. 5 is a fly to center. In the inning. So no runs on just 1 hit, but there was a walk and a hit batsman. No errors when the bases were left loaded by the Nationals. That's going to cost them. And we go to the bottom of the 6th. That's probably all for Sonny Gray. He is scheduled to bat 4th this inning, so I think that's going to be it for Sonny Gray. And if it is, he pitches a fine ball game, 6 innings and 2 runs. Definitely what they call the old quality start. And Scherzer now still on the losing end of a 4-2 game. He'll be facing Van Meter, Iglesias, and Barnhart. 2-3. 2-3 is a range play. Go to Van Meter. 5-2 is a fly to center. Range check of Robles. He's a 3. And he can't get it. Is it a double? It is not. Single for Van Meter, as Robles was unable to get to it. He's got an attempt of 4, but no steal. I'm not going to have Iglesias bunt, I don't think. I think we're going to let Iglesias swing away. 1-6 range play again. They are halfway, so all the infielders will lose 1 on their range. 5-1 is a star 3, which is a ground ball to third. Rendon's a 4. He drops to a 3. 1-3 to get to this. He cannot. If he'd stayed back, they'd have kept his range, but halfway he loses it. Is it a double? Nope, it's another single. So that's going to put runners at first and second. Runners at first and second. And that will send us to Tucker Barnhart. Scherzer 5-2. That's a walk plus chance, so that will walk Barnhart and load the bases. So Scherzer running into all kinds of problems here. Bases loaded, nobody out. He has faced 26 batters. He is now fatigued. So do you pull Scherzer, or do you try to get him out, let him get at least 1 more out? The Reds are going to their bench. as Sonny Gray is done. So they will be calling on a pinch hitter. And the pinch hitter, they have all right-handers. There are no left-handers on the bench. They will go to, well, it makes most sense to go to your best guy, Eugenio Suarez. You lead your team in home runs. He's the best you got on the bench. So Suarez is going to pinch hit with the bases loaded, and talk about putting the pressure on Scherzer right here. Bullpen for the Nationals. Been a fiasco all year. They do have left-hander Tony Sipp loosening. And they've also got Javi Guerra, but Tony Sipp, I think, is the main guy they're looking to bring in. Because when you get up here, you got 3 lefties in a row coming up after Cincinnati. So let's see what Scherzer can do here against Suarez. Bases loaded, nobody out. The infield is in. Nothing on the strategy roll. Scherzer needs a strikeout big time. He hasn't had one in a while. 5-1. He won't get it here. That's a blank. Go to Suarez. 1-3. That's a single to right field. So Suarez, a pinch hit single. That'll score Van Meter. Don't know if it'll score Iglesias. It might, because Parra's out in right field. He's a 0 arm, whereas Eaton used to be a -2. So it's a good chance Iglesias may score here. Iglesias, let's look at his run rating. Iglesias' run rating is a 4. And a score on a single to right field. You add 1, so that makes it a 5. 1 to 5, and he will score also. And he does. So he will score 2-run single off the bat of Suarez, the pinch hitter. Now, Barnhart, I don't think can get to third, but we'll double check it. He's a base run rate of 1. But to get from first to third, you add 2. That makes him a 3, and that was a 2 that we rolled, so he will actually get to third. So runners are at the corners. And if you're thinking of the Stratomatic lingo, that's a single star. And I think that's Max Scherzer now is about on his last leg. They're going to let him pitch to Cincinnati, then he'll be done. They will play how they want to play this. They're already trailing now 6-2. Really can't afford to give any more runs. They're going to have to play the infield in. And with Barnhart being a base running rating of 1, well, actually, they don't have to with a base running rating of 1. They can keep, now they can play halfway for the double play. He's a 0, so they would be able to hold him there anyway. So let's see how they play it. Let's see what happens. Scherzer, 3-3. Strikeout plus, that'll help. That gets the strikeout of Cincinnati for out number 1. Now, do you let him pitch to Votto? He's gotten Votto out 3 times in a row. So you almost feel like you have to keep him out there. They're going to play for the traditional double play now because a double play gets them out of the inning. Scherzer 6-2. That's the ballpark card going to Great American Ballpark for Votto. 3-4. That's a home run to center field. He's an 8. That's a 9. He just misses the home run, but it will be a sacrifice fly. All failed home runs on the ballpark card are sacrifice flies. So Barnhart will score. Another run is in. It is now 7-2. And let's see about Scherzer. Scherzer is scheduled to bat second next inning, so they'd like to get him through the rest of the inning. They only have a runner at first and 2 outs, so they're going to see if they can get Dietrich. 3-3, strikeout plus he did. And that's going to do it, but probably the worst outing of the year for Scherzer. As 3 runs come in, it is now 7-2, and we still can't get a close game in this series. Every game's been a blowout, it seems. You didn't think Scherzer would get blown out, but it sure did happen. 3 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the 7th. New pitcher coming on for the Reds because they pinch hit for Sonny Gray. So we'll get a new pitcher, and Scherzer just didn't have it. 6 innings pitched and 7 runs all earned. His ERA will definitely take a hit. And he can actually drop to 7-5 now. That would be really something, as he just didn't have it in this game. And they will bring in a relief pitcher in the bottom half of the 7th. But right now, Cincinnati is going to bring in a relief pitcher in the top half of the 7th. Sonny Gray's in good shape to get the win. He went 6 innings, gave up 2 runs. They were both in the first 2 batters. And let's see what else. How many hits did he get? He only gave up 4 hits. And let's see, he did walk a couple and hit a batter. Well, he walked 1, 2. He walked 2 and hit a batter. And he struck out 1, 2, 3, only 3. Not a lot of strikeouts in the game for either side. So Bowman is your new pitcher for the Reds. If I could spell, Bowman is the new pitcher. Matt Bowman. And for the Nationals, it'll be Robles and a pinch hitter. And we'll see who the pinch hitter is going to be. Probably will be Michael Taylor. Taylor will pinch hit for the pitcher spot for Scherzer here in the 7th. But Bowman is coming on. We'll look at the numbers on Bowman, at least on his 2019 season. He was 2-0 with a 3.66 ERA. And he'll be facing Robles, Taylor, and Turner for the Nationals as they trail at 7-2 here in the 7th. 3-6, potential walk, but 10 is too much. Go to Robles, 3-3. That's a single to left, so Robles gets the leadoff single, but down 7-2. They're not going to try to steal. All strategy rolls are gone right now until when and if the game gets closer. Here's Michael Taylor. Bowman to Taylor. 6-1 is a possible error on a ground ball. Taylor, 6-5 is a fly to right, so no worries there. 1 down. Taylor is retired. And that'll bring up Trey Turner. One is blank. We go to Turner. 3-6, ground ball to second. Could be a double play. He's a 2, but there's a -2 here. So that's a 0. And they're halfway, makes it a 1. And pivots to 0. So it has to be a 1 to be a double play. And it is. Boy, that's just the way it's going for the Nationals. Oh, the only chance that a double play is a 1, and we roll a 1. Go figure. So that's going to be, I believe it's a 4-6-3. I don't remember who it was hit to, but it doesn't matter. Inning's over. 7th inning stretch we go. No runs a hit, no errors, and nobody left. 7th inning stretch we go. Reds comfortably in front, 7-2. And the Nationals will bring in a new pitcher. And let's see if it's going to be Guerra or is it going to be Sip. I think with Winker, Puig, and Van Meter having a couple of lefties coming up, it is going to be Tony Sip. Now, as I mentioned earlier, Winker's card, you can play Winker against a lefty with no penalty the way the card is carded. So Reds say, go ahead and bring on the lefty. We don't care. We're going to let Winker do his thing because he is automated to do his thing against either side. But like I said, I did homebrew and take this 10 on home runs against lefty and make it a 0. So he cannot hit. One thing he can't do against Sip is hit a home run. 4-1 strikeout chance, but he can strike out against Sip. That's 1 down. And that will bring up Yasiel Puig. 6-6 strikeout chance, 9. Against a lefty, he's an 8, but the +1 is a 9, so it struck him out. So how about that? Tony Sip, 2 strikeouts. Here's Van Meter. 3-5, that's a blank. We go to Van Meter. 6-6, he's going to double to center field. And again, this one also, Van Meter also is not rated versus lefty and righty, so don't know if he really should have doubled there or not against a lefty, but that's just the way it works. When they're not rated to take away when they're not rated to penalize, then you can cheat the system. There you go. Oops, no, I said we're not doing strategy rolls. Never mind. 5-2 is a strikeout, and he struck him out. So Iglesias strikes out to end the inning. No runs, a hit. No errors, and a man left. We go to the 8th. Still 7-2. Bowman can face 5 batters. He's only faced 3, so they're going to let him pitch a 2nd inning. No sense in bringing anybody else out. They're going to pitch a 2nd inning. And it'll be Trey Turner. Sip's done for the Nationals. They will bring in a new pitcher for the 8th. Trey Turner will lead it off for Washington. And he is 0 for 3. A walk, a sacrifice hit, and a run scored. I'm sorry, it won't be Trey Turner. He into that double play to finish off the 7th. My bad. It's actually going to be Gerardo Parra to lead off. So Parra, you know what? The Reds are going to make the move, actually. They're going to bring in a lefty. They're going to bring in Amir Garrett. So Amir Garrett is coming on. Bowman will go 1 inning and give up nothing. Give up a hit, nothing else. And Amir Garrett is on. Pitch to Parra. Lefty on lefty. 3-3. Possible error. We go to Parra. 4-1. That's a single. Single to Votto. That's a 1. Votto's a 3, so that's going to be a single plus an error. Let's see how that plays out. Let's see. It was an S3. Failed error check on an S3. Says infield throw 1. So let's see here. Infield single with 1 extra base advancement on bad throw. All right, so apparently he was trying to throw it to the pitcher covering. Made a bad throw, so it's an E3 that will allow Parra to get to second. First error on the Reds. Nationals have made an error. Now the Reds have made an error. Parra's at second with nobody out for Anthony Rendon. 2-3. It's a hit by pitch chance. It's a 14. Plus 4 is an 18. That's a hit by pitch. Anthony Rendon has just been hit by pitch for the 2nd time in the game, and he is not happy about it. He is not happy about it whatsoever. He is actually charging the mound, and umpires are getting into it as kind of tempers are flaring here. Eric Cooper, the home plate umpire, is trying to break it up, and both Anthony Rendon and Amir Garrett have both been ejected from the game after that hit by pitch, as Rendon couldn't take it anymore. Could be just frustrations of losing 7-2, but it also could be frustrations of getting hit twice. So Amir Garrett is gone, and Amir Garrett is known for his temper, as he had a big fight with the Pittsburgh Pirates during the I believe it was 19 season, where the benches cleared against the Pirates, and Amir Garrett was in the middle of that. So they will turn now to Wandy Peralta. I'm sorry, it'll be Zach Duke, my bad. Zach Duke will be on for the Reds. Garrett, not very effective, gave up a hit. He didn't get anybody out, gave up a hit, and he hit a batter. And both runners on base are his responsibility. So Zach Duke is on now to face Soto. And a pinch runner is, I'll need to declare a pinch runner. Howie Kendrick is the pinch runner for Rendon at first base. So we know who's running. 4-4 for Duke is a strikeout chance. 10 is too much. So we go to Soto. 3-1 is a ground ball to first. Could be a double play. He's a 2. Zach Duke adds 2, makes it a 4. They were already halfway, makes it a 5. Nothing on the pivot. 1-5, it's a double play. The runner will go to third, but it'll be a double play. It's a 6, so the runner's actually going to advance. They got a break on that. So that's going to end up being a 3 unassisted, and both runners will advance to second and third. So runners are at second and third with 1 out for Matt Adams, and of course the infield is back. Duke to Adams, 1-3, strikeout chance, 18 is too high. We go to Adams' card, 2-2. He's going to double to left field. That's a 2-run double for Matt Adams. And all of a sudden now it's 7-4 Nationals, only down by 3 now. 7-4. Both those runs are charged to Garrett. Close the book on him. But now Duke is having a little bit of issues, and with some right-handers coming up, they may be going to the bullpen for Duke. Let's see. Jared Hughes is loosening in the pen. They want to save Iglesias for the 9th if need be, but they're going to let Duke try to get Suzuki out or do something. It's 1 out and runner at second, 2 already in. Duke, 2-5, walk plus, and that will walk Suzuki, and that will do it for Duke. He's going to have to come out. He couldn't get it done. He only pitched a third of an inning. Gave up a hit and a walk. 2 inherited runners scored against him. And now Jared Hughes has to come in to try to clean up the mess for the Reds, as they had a seemingly easy game turn a little flaky on them. And now first and second with only one out. And the tying run is at the plate in Brian Dozier. He goes deep. We got a tie game. That would be something. Strategy rolls are back, but Adams isn't going to go anywhere, and there's no pickoff chances, so we won't do that. 4-5. That's a possible error. We go to Dozier. 4-3. That's a ground ball to short. That's a 12. Iglesias is only a 4. So this could be a double play. He's a 3. +1 is a 4. They're halfway, makes it a 5. Anything other than a 6, the inning's over on a double play. It's a 6. So Nationals keep their hopes alive. It's a ground ball to short. The only play is to first. Suzuki will go to second. Adams will go to third. And that's going to send up Victor Robles. And let's see how they want to play this. Second and third, 2 outs. Again, no strategy roll to worry about. Hughes to Robles. 2-5, strikeout chance. 15 is too high. We go to Robles. 1-5, fly to left, inning's over. So the Nationals get 2, but it could have been worse. They could have gotten more. Would have liked to have had more because they still trail. They get 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error, and they leave 2 on base. Close the book on Duke. He didn't give up any runs. Hughes goes 2/3 of an inning and gives up nothing, and then that sets it up for Iglesias in the 9th. But for the Nationals in the 8th, they do pick up 2 runs and cut the lead to 7-4 as we go to the bottom of the 8th. And we'll check on what's going on here with the Nationals as far as their pitching. Pitcher spot is actually leading off next inning. Kendrick is playing third base, so keep an eye on that. Let's see here who they want to bring in to pitch. Looks like they're going to bring in. Well, he hadn't pitched in a few days, so they might as well bring in Sean Doolittle because you got an off day tomorrow, and he hasn't pitched in several days. So Sean Doolittle will be coming on. Close the book on Sip. Sip goes 1 inning. And he gives up a hit, but nothing else. He ends up striking out the side. Scherzer went 6 innings, gave up 7 runs. And out of those 7 runs, he gave up 8 hits. And let's see, he walked 1, 2, 3. Looks like 3 walks. Struck out 1, 2, 3, 4. I got him for 5 strikeouts. All right, so Sean Doolittle is on, and he'll be facing Barnhart, a pinch hitter for Hughes, which will be Jose Peraza. So Jose Peraza will pinch hit. So Peraza, or we're going to use Lorenzen. Let's see. Lorenzen might be a better hitter. Let me see who's a better hitter. Nope, Peraza's got the better average, 239. Even though it's not too good, it's better than anybody else on the bench. So Peraza will pinch hit. So it will be Barnhart, Peraza, and Senzel against Doolittle here in the bottom of the 8th, with the Reds holding a 7-4 lead. Doolittle 2-1 against a switch hitter batting right-handed. That's a blank. Go to Barnhart 3-5, and against a left-hander. Well, it doesn't matter. 3-4 was the split. 3-5 just straight fly to left. 1 down. And now the pinch hitter Peraza is up. And for the Reds, loosening in the bullpen is their closer, Raisel Iglesias. He's getting ready to come in to pitch the top of the 9th. Peraza, the pinch hitter. 1-5 for Doolittle. Strikeout plus, got him. So 2 down. And that's going to bring up Senzel. Doolittle 3-5, possible error. 4-2, that's a single pass short, or single out to short. 14, there is no error, but it is a 2-out single for Senzel. Strategy rolls are back in, so his attempt of 4. Nothing happening. That'll bring up Joey Votto, lefty on lefty. And this is the last batter for Doolittle before he gets tired. 4-4, strikeout chance, 15 is too much. We go to Votto, 2-2, fly to right to end the inning. So Doolittle goes his 1 inning, gives up a hit, nothing else, got a strikeout. We go to the ninth. Last chance for the Nationals. They trail it 7-4, and Raciel Iglesias coming on for the Reds to try to seal the deal. And he'll be facing a pinch hitter to start the inning. And let's see if they got left on the bench. Kendrick came into play. It'll be Adam Eaton to pinch hit. So Adam Eaton will be pinch hitting to start things off for the Nationals. It'll be Eaton, Turner, and Parra due up to face Raciel Iglesias in a 7-4 game to start the top of the ninth. Iglesias could earn the save since it's a 3-run deficit. That qualifies in the save range. But he's got to get it done first. Let's see. Adam Eaton, pinch hitter, leading things off against Iglesias. 5-2. That's ball 1. 4-2. Possible error on a throw. 4-2 again. It's a fly to left. I'm sorry. It's a star 1, which is a fly to left. So no error on throw to worry about. And Eaton is out of there. Here's Trey Turner. 6-6, hit by pitch. He's a 4. -3 is a 1, so no hit by pitch. 4-3, and that's a single past third base. What, did you think there'd be a 1-2-3 inning in the Nationals replay on inside pitch? Not likely. So Turner is on, but down by 3, they're not going to take any chances with him stealing. They will kind of play it safe. Parra is up. We will do a pickoff chance, though. 2, no pickoff chance. Now, you could steal, but we're not going to steal. So, Iglesias, 1-5, strikeout, got him. 2 down. Parra is out of there. It's all up to Howie Kendrick now. He came in for Rendon, who was ejected because of the charging the mound. So, Kendrick is on. And see what he can do. Strategy roll first for a pickoff. Nothing happening. Iglesias to Kendrick. 2-6, possible error. Kendrick, 4-4. That's a ground ball to first. That's a 7. Votto's only a 3. He will take it to the bag himself. Actually, no, he won't. He will field it and flip to Iglesias covering to end the inning and the ball game for the Nationals. No runs, a hit, no errors, and 1 left. So that's going to do it from here. As the Reds win it 7-4 over the Nationals. Both teams commit an error. For the Nationals, they get 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 hits. 4 runs on 8 hits. Winning pitcher was Sonny Gray. And Gray improves to 6-2. Scherzer takes the loss. And he drops to 7-5. And I don't know how many saves this is for Iglesias because I don't have the computer up. So I don't know what his save total is, but he gets the save, obviously. And for the Reds, let's see how many hits they had. They had 6. They had 9 hits. 10 hits. 10 hits. 10 hits for the Reds. 7 runs and 10 hits. Left on base, Nationals left on 8 unofficially. I'll put it in the computer and it'll tell me exactly, but it doesn't really matter. Reds left on 7. So there you go. Game 59 in the books. The Reds take 2 of 3 from the Nationals. And so the Nationals will now kind of limp home and get ready for their interleague play against the Chicago White Sox. But from Great American Ballpark, the Cincinnati Reds defeat Max Scherzer and the Washington Nationals 7-4. Gray the winner, 6-2. Scherzer the loser, 7-5. Iglesias picks up the save. And that's going to do it from here. We'll wait and see what happens with the Mets and the Braves and see if there's a 3-way tie or if the Mets take over first place. We shall see. Off day on June the 3rd. So June the 4th, it'll be the White Sox against the Nationals. And in that game, it will be Reynaldo Lopez against Steven Strasburg. On the 5th, it'll be Dylan Covey against Anibal Sanchez. And then they have that will make us, after those 2-game homestand, they go right out to the West Coast to play San Diego. And game 1 of that series will be Corbin against Lucchesi. So that's the next couple of games on the docket for the Nationals. So until next time, enjoy playing whatever game you choose to play, how you choose to play it, and I will see you all down the road.